What if I told you that some AI startups worth billions of dollars today might not even exist 2 years from now? Let me tell you what's happening right now. Investors are throwing insane amount of money at anything with AI in the pitch deck without having a look on the profit or if it's a real product or not, but because it includes the word AI, they start investing. So, with that much craze of AI, the real question is that our AI startups are in a massive bubble, or we are going to witness the birth of a new next tech giant. Because if this is a bubble, it's going to be very brutal for those who are investing without thinking. So before we move ahead into this, I welcome you all in a brand new video where once again we are going to discuss a very hot topic of AI. So yeah, let's move ahead. First, we need to understand that why AI startups are getting a crazy valuation. It's just like that if we will talk about the right now craze of AI, it's just like the craze of internet in 90s. Or we can say the smartphone craze in 2007 or maybe crypto in 2021. These examples might give you an idea that how much crazy this world is getting for AI. Everyone know it's big, but the question is that no one knows who will win. So, with that much craze of AI, investors start thinking that if I miss this, I might miss the next Google. The fear creates a FOMO investing. And why so? Because if we will witness this today, it's happening actually. Google and AI war is getting extremely severe. So, some startups don't make profit at all. They barely have a revenue and they are just wrappers on existing AI model. But they are still getting valued at hundreds of millions or even billions. And why it's happening? It's happening because they are being priced on future dominance, not the current reality. No one really want to look the current reality because the way things are changing from past years, all they think that things are going to take a huge turn in the future. So they start investing blindly without even knowing that what they are actually doing. But with that, here is the uncomfortable truth. A huge number of AI startups don't actually own their core technology. Yeah, you heard me right. A lot of those don't even have their own AI system or AI module on which they can depend. All they depend on is OpenAI, Google, or cloud providers. And do you understand what does that mean? It means if a big company adds the same feature tomorrow, the startup is instantly replaceable because they don't own it. That's not a strong business, that's just a temporary advantage. And investors are starting to realize this very soon. But when they even realize this, it's going to be very late for them because everyone wants to go for a thing that can last for a longer time instead of a temporary advantage. Now, let's talk about another massive issue. And what's that? That is cost. AI is way more expensive than people think. AI is not cheap at all. And when we say, what are we talking about? We are talking about GPU shortage, millions spent on compute, massive interference cost per user. Some startups are growing users fast, but even with that growth, they are losing money. Why? Because there are huge things that require maintenance for the AI modules. But the bitter reality is that growth looks amazing on paper, but the business model quietly bleeds cash. That work while funding is flowing, but when that funding slows down, it's the time when reality hits. And reality hits really hard because when you have a growth and you know that now you don't have any investment to keep that growth running. And when I am saying this, it's actually fact because even AI leaders are sounding the alarm. Some of the biggest names of AI have started warning about such stuff. And what are their statements? That startup don't match reality. Those startups that are hyped that are not actually in reality. The current model is unsustainable and many companies will not survive in the next phase of AI. And that is spoken out by the AI leaders. So with that, you must be getting that when people inside the industry start saying this, it's not an assumption anymore. It's turning into a signal. And for me, it's an alarming signal. So now let's come to the point, the real question. Is this actually a bubble? So in my opinion, I am going to give you a balanced take. This is not like the .com era where website had no users at all, or an era where people don't know how to use mobile phone or computer or laptops. It's a digital era. AI tools today are being used on the daily basis and it really generates productivity, save companies some real money. So no, AI itself is not fake and we all know that. But here is a catch. And what's that? That is the number of startups chasing the same idea. That's where the bubble feeling come true. Just like Amazon survived the .com crash, but most other companies did not. AI will create a few massive winners and a lot of forgotten startups. And let me tell you who will win. Those who actually build on reality, those who have their own resources, and those who really know that how to manage stuff when things get hard. So with that, what's going to happen next? Here is what we are going to see in the future. Funding is going to become really hard because of course funds should be provided to those companies that are actually real. And with that, weak startups start shutting down and strong one will definitely grow. Or we can also say that big tech absorbs the best ideas. So, long story short, the hype phase is just end and now the survival phase begins. And this is where real companies are being built. So now let's answer our question that our AI startup are in a bubble. So the moral of all these facts are that not completely, but the correction is coming. And when it does, only startup with real value, real users and real profits will survive. Everyone else, they were just riding the hype. So that's all for today's video, and if you want more AI breakdown like this, you know what to do. Make sure that you have subscribed to my channel and click the bell icon. I'll be back with another exciting AI update very soon. Till the time, take care, goodbye.